OpenClaw's memory system is broken. And to be clear, it does work fine when you're starting out, but once you've got weeks of logs, it starts breaking down and your agent acts like it never heard of something you told it last week. Now, there's a free tool that fixes this. You can have it running by the end of this video, and it was created by none other than the founder of Shopify. Let's get started. Alright, to give some context, here's what's actually happening under the hood for OpenClaw. Because your AI agent's memory structure is just limited in a specific way. Because when you tell your OpenClaw agent something important, what it actually does is it writes down a markdown file, basically a text file, and when you ask it a question later, what it does is it searches those files and pulls what it thinks is relevant. Now, for the first few days to weeks that you work with your agent, that works pretty well. But once you've been using OpenClaw for a couple of weeks, then you've already got dozens of these files where you have daily notes, project logs, maybe decision records, and that's where the problem starts. But the great news is there's actually a solution to this, and it is entirely free. And that solution is called QMD. Now, QMD, which is probably short for something like Query My Documents, though Toby, the creator of it, never officially said that. And it's essentially a local search engine built specifically for markdown files, exactly the kind of files that OpenClaw stores your memory in. And this QMD plugin, which is completely open sourced on GitHub, was actually built by Toby, who is the founder of Shopify. So Toby built this tool, he open sourced it and put it on GitHub for free. And you don't need an API key, you don't need an extra subscription, and it runs entirely on your machine. And practically what it does is replace OpenClaw's default memory search with a hybrid engine that runs 3 strategies at once, which I will explain each one in a moment. But first, let me show you how to actually install it. Because similar to other OpenClaw plugins, what you can do is send this link to your OpenClaw agent. But the drawback of that is that your agent will spend some time and tokens to figure out how to install it. But to make it as seamless as possible, what I provided in the link below is this detailed prompt, which you can send to your agent. And what it does is do some prior checks to make sure that you've got enough disk space, to check that all of the dependencies are installed, and walks through the config for your OpenClaw step by step. And this way, it is much easier and nothing breaks from your side. One important piece to note though, is that to install QMD, it does download around 2 gigabytes of local AI models from Hugging Face. And these are local models, so they're free. So when you send this to your agent, it will take a few minutes to install, but after that, this QMD system you can now use instantly every time after that. Now, before you go ahead and install it, it's probably good for you to know what it actually does under the hood. So what I did is just ask my OpenClaw to vibe code this really simple demo so that you can understand how it works. And let's say you're working with this client and you know you had this conversation with your agent before. And so you ask your agent what you promised this particular account. When you do a search, how it happens for the default memory is it loads thousands of tokens because it loads all of the markdown files in your particular session, which ends up costing you a lot of memory in here. And if this memory has been there for a long time, you may have already experienced that it will give you an answer that is kind of uncertain and not really what you're looking for. So what really happens here is that OpenClaw is thinking that the answer is somewhere in these files, but it can't really tell me where because it doesn't have the tools necessary in order to pinpoint exactly where. Now, the difference with QMD, if you ask it the same question, it will look at the same files, but it does so in a much smarter manner, which I will discuss in a bit. And the end result is that you use up much less tokens and even an attribution on where exactly it found this answer. So which file and which particular line in that file. And to give you a real example from my OpenClaw, you can see when I installed QMD, I tested it to ask what's the very first cron job, basically a scheduled job that we ever set. And it was able to find that specific memory file from back in February 1st, when I was first testing the cron feature to check for concert ticket availabilities and apparently a reminder for setting up the dishwasher, which even I didn't recall, but apparently that's the very first cron job that we set. And in your OpenClaw, if it cites a source of where that is from, as well as the particular line, then that means your QMD memory system has been properly set up. And the way it actually does this is quite interesting. So there's 3 search strategies that QMD is implementing. One is it's smarter when finding keywords. It's technically called BM25, but all you need to know is it's sort of like Control F for your entire memory. So let's say you search for Thompson. What it does is it finds every single note that contains that word. Then it ranks them by how many times that word appears and how rare it is across all of your files. So the more specific the match, the higher that it scores. The second strategy it does is that it understands meaning much better. And this is called semantic search, and it basically ties the meaning of different words to the same idea. So let's say in your memory file, you wrote that you agreed with the client on the pricing structure for a particular work. but what you specifically ask is what you promise to this client, then semantic search finds that anyway, even if those two terms and those two words are not matching exactly. So it reads your question, it reads your notes, and finds the ones that are saying the same thing, even if they are entirely different words. And then finally, and this is where QMD really shines, is that it adds a third layer, sort of a second opinion on every result. Because after those first two strategies produce a list of candidates, a small AI model, the one you downloaded that runs locally on your OpenClaw machine, it reads every result and answers one question. Does this actually answer what was asked? And now it's checking whether the content is actually useful. So it gives each result a yes or no score, then resource the list on prioritization based on that. So think of it like a second person reviewing the search results before they reach you. The first two strategies found the candidates, and this re-ranker is the one that is picking the winner. And all three of these strategies run locally as well. You don't need to do any API calls where you send messages to the cloud. There's no cost and there's no data leaving the machine, which is why it's very ideal. Now, a few things that are worth knowing just so that this doesn't catch you off guard. The first one is that OpenClaw officially marks this feature as experimental. And probably the whole of OpenClaw is quite experimental because it's so new. But I've been running it for a while and it's been quite solid, but that label does mean that there may be some edge cases where it won't work. Number two is if QMD crashes or something goes wrong, what OpenClaw does is it automatically falls back to the default memory search. So you won't really see an error. What your agent will do is just start giving vague answers again, maybe with no citations, which is how it was pre-QMD. Third is that recently written memory does have a lag because QMD's index essentially refreshes every 5 minutes by default. So let's say if you write something to memory and immediately ask about it, QMD might not have indexed it yet. So you can configure this down, but out of the box, 5 minutes is the cadence. And then the fourth one is that QMD indexes your markdown memory files only. It doesn't really index PDFs, not like Word documents or anything else. So it just improves upon OpenClaw's memory structure, which also just indexes markdown files. Now it's interesting to zoom out a bit for a second, because even though QMD is a small tool for you, what it actually represents is very interesting. The first and obvious one is how open source compounds. So OpenClaw is open source. Someone in the community noticed the gap, such as memory retrieval not being good enough. This time it was the founder of Shopify himself, and in his own time supposedly, has just built a better search engine and puts it out on GitHub for free, which I think is why OpenClaw being open source is such a big thing for our space. The second key point is that remember, QMD downloads 2 gigabytes of AI models that run entirely on your hardware. So this is all local AI that can be implemented without you even having to do much. A year ago, that wasn't really practical. But now, one person just casually shipped a 3-model local search pipeline as a side project. And so more and more, what we're seeing is that this local AI stack is quietly becoming serious. But there you go. That's the fix to the memory problem. The install prompt is free. You can just find it in our group below. And if you want to go deeper on OpenClaw and even understand all of the concepts in just one video, then watch this clip next. But that's it for this one. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.